welcome to day 2 of the game, or will this be day 3? Well, that doesn't matter. Either way, today is day 1 of actually working on the game. So let's just do a small recap. On Friday, we did level designing, well, level planning, like how the level will go. We're starting at the bedroom. We were in the bedroom, that's where the game takes place. Start on the bed, move to the chair, and in between the bed and the chair is a secret stage where if you fail the jump between them, you fall into under those two levels and you'll face a secret boss, which you won't be like it won't be really a boss fight or anything that will be winning, but it'll catapult you back to the beginning of stage 1 for you to move forward and try the jump again, and it'll keep going like that until you make the jump. Stage 3 was the desk, so you'll be using a skill you acquire from stage 2 to move there. And then after that, after stage 3 takes place, you can move around into other rooms of the house. So you can leave the bedroom of the user and explore other things like the hallway, kitchen, living room, other bedrooms. Just this won't really have any implications on the actual game, but it just shows how the how the how the family is, like how everyone feels about everything, like what the results of the user passing left, and some lore for like emotional reasons. After, and you can choose to go through that, or you can just go to the next stage. Stage 4 will take place back on the desk and the chair together. That'll be stage 4. Or I can just make it the chair only. I'll decide that while making the game. Stage 5 will be the bed again. It will be like the final spot. And now while you're progressing through the game, each stage will embody a small part of the stages of grief. So stage 1, which is the beginning of the bed, it'll be delusions. Everything will look pretty simple. It won't change much. At the end, you'll be back on the bed with acceptance. And while you're also progressing, the spiritual land will turn from what the location you're at into more of a white space area. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I did last time. Besides making the yo-yo design. Yeah. So let's get started. Okay, we can start now. 1 second. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. So we're gonna first start with making the map. I'm not gonna do any coding right now because I just do not feel ready for that yet. But let's start with making the map itself. So add child node obviously first. We will be doing a let's make the bed first, I think. Yeah, let's make the bed. See, this is my first time doing this. This is so hard, I think. Okay, tile map. No, this is not it. This is much harder than I thought it would be. And I had time to prepare for this too. What is going on with me? Everything I prepared is just gone out going out my ears. It's like it went through one from my eyes and just out the ears. What did I need again? It was okay, let's start with something actually pretty simple. You know what? Let's not. I'm just gonna. Let's just import the drawing we had of. Let's import the yo-yo first. Just have that just sitting there so that it's ready and everything, and then I'll move on to the rest of the game. Where is it? Okay, I have the image. I have to edit this. We have the yo-yo again. And this time, different file. Because that was one of the mistakes I made. Because I can't upload the file I had. Yo-yo character. Here we go. I'll close that now. Then let's now drag and drop. Did that work? I don't think it did. No, it did not work. No, I need a. Wait, I completely forgot. I need to add the character. Character body, and then you add this in textures. I completely forgot about that. But visibility. No. Texture. Not in there, I guess. Is it material? Yes, it's material. New shader. And upload. No, this one doesn't work. What am I doing wrong? Load. That did not work either. Just gonna try to copy. Can't paste either. Alright, I'll have to. Okay, I'm so unprepared. Okay, I have the character body. So, step one done. Yay. The bad news about that is I have literally nothing for that. I need to make the map though. So, was it? Pretty sure it's tile map. Tile map layer. This should work. Yes, I think this would work. After this was. Okay, my god, I need to go to deep thought right now. Just need to pull all of this out from my subconscious. I had everything prepared. I had everything. It's just, why did all this go away now? I was so ready for this. I was so ready. Sprite 2D. No, that's not. Yes, Sprite 2D. Not inside of that. Okay, I have Sprite 2D. Background. Let's see, the background. So, background. So, just gonna try to work with something here. Color rect. Where is that? Color rect. Okay. And this is the game screen, I'm guessing. Yeah, that should be the game screen. Let's just make sure. Yes, it covers the entire game screen. Perfect. Now, how do I move the screen? Oh, I have drag things. Okay, the background. We got the background. Yes. Finally, something's going well. So, I can change colors, right? Yes, it works. Alright, I have something down, finally. I just needed to think for a second. While I'm here, I might as well. Should probably add it to make things like organizable. Just to make it organizable, I have the 2D node at the top. This will be called map. And have the background in the map. And then have also a few more 2D nodes. And I'll do that after. I'll do that maybe later. It does not have to be right now, actually. Alright, I got the background, finally. So how do I draw it now? Pretty sure it's... No, wrong thing. That was an accident. Ignore that. I meant to add this. I can draw with this, I think. Yes. A polygon. So I had the... Probably zoom out a bit so that I can... There, now I can see the entire screen again. So, base drawings again. We had... No, I don't want to click that. There. We had triangles as in the room. Just gonna drag them all the way to the floor this time. Doesn't have to be perfect because triangle number 1 colored. It's gonna be a green shade correctly. There we go, green 1. And then duplicate and do it again. Do not want to duplicate it because that does not work. But I can add another one and make another triangle. No, that was an accident. No, wait. That was an accident. Just gonna move that up slightly. Doesn't have to be on the ground because it's gonna be a bed there to cover it all mostly. But now triangle number 2. It's gonna be a line over there. Probably just make it the biggest one. Yes. Now a new shade of green should be added. A darker one. No, I need darker than that. And that's not green. There we go. The dark green. Kind of looks nice. Now, another polygon. And I think this should be the last triangle I can add. I should add maybe one more after this. I don't remember the exact way I drew it, but I think this is well enough made. Another shade of green once more. I think the lightest for here, this one. And everything else can be. I need one more triangle just to make it fit properly. Right, color. No, wait, draw first. And I have officially completed it. I need one more shade of green though. What shade? Yeah, that works. Should probably also organize this. Add a 2D node. Keep it over there. And then triangle, try 1. Try 2. Try 3. And end it off at try 4. And then move all of these into there and rename this wall pattern. I can also put this in the color rect. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then color rect, change to black. There, we got the wall done. I think this is the perfect wall, honestly. It works pretty well. I really like the wall. Alright, next up we got to make the bed. So, it's gonna be stage 1. Stage 1 bed. And the first stage of grief was, it's coming to me, one sec. Denial. Yeah. There we go. Technical issues, one sec. Okay, I think it'll be fine for now. I'll fix it later if I have to. Anyways, uh, stage 1, bed, denial. Oh wait, I didn't finish the... I do not like when things are not that symmetrical. Alright, I got stage 1. Now... Um... How do I make this stage exactly? So let's just add a sprite 2D. And then... What does sprite 2D do again? Wait, I have the sprite. Sprite 2D. Wait, I can just bring the character with this, can't I? Sprite 2D. Yo-yo character. I can add this here, I think. Material. I can't remember if I added a material or not. Importing asset. There we go. I now have the yo-yo character PNG. You can just... There we go. Now I just need to fix the sizing and remove the background. How do I remove the background? Okay, let's visibility. I'll come back to this. Let's keep that on hold for now. Well, I have the spray. At least I have the spray in the game, so that just saves me a lot of time later. But let's just keep all of these hidden because I don't want to interfere with anything. Stage 1, the bed. I had. I'm gonna have to make the map bigger. Like, really big. I should not have just drawn it like this. Color. Just going to spread it out. Because it's going to be a continuous line. Should probably just keep it as long as possible so that I can come back to it. I need to also change this now. Because it is not... See? I think that works fine, actually. This should be fine. I also got this little slant there now. So, yeah, the triangle should be fine. But the area here would be the bed. So... it's 2D. No, I don't want that closed. So, bed. Add. Where is it? There we go. Sprite 2D. And then what? No, it's not Sprite 2D I want to add. I want to add, what am I trying to add exactly? Well, that's where the sprite is. But, what do I do now? This is so confusing sometimes. I need to lock in here. Color rect. Let's do it. Let's just try to replicate what I did with. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to replicate it. That is not what I'm trying to do. There we go. I'll just try to replicate everything and then work on that after that. The bed is going to be about that size. Let's zoom in quickly. Enhancing. What is the size of a yo-yo again exactly? I'm gonna assume it's about like, it might be a palm, the size of a palm. Yeah, let's go with that. Size of a palm. So, and a bed compared to that is huge. And a bed compared to a wall is not that tall. That was a nice rhyme, I think. Yeah, I think this is the proper size for the bed. Yeah, I think that's the proper size for the bed, honestly. And then right. And then let's add a polygon and just shape it. So from there, no, it's too low. I missed. No, wait. Oh, wait, deleted the polygon. There we go, polygon. And I'm messing this up constantly. I'll fix this after though. Try to get it there. Oh, I can add points. I did not know that. Oh wait, I can edit here too. Well, that's cooler. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it over here. Polygon, point, transform. Oh wait, I can move. Whoa. I don't need the color rect. Why did I even add the color rect? That's unneeded. But I got the polygon here. This is the most weirdly shaped bed I've ever seen. I feel like it should be a little taller. Let's make it slightly taller. But how do I do that again? No, that's not a best. They did a horrible job. So cool buttons. This could do something. Oh, it's just scaling. No editing. Can I draw this? Oh, it's just redrawing everything. Oh, in real time too. Undo that. But what's this one? New points? What is that exactly? So well, let's go with this and then just redraw everything. Think like there. That looks so weirdly shaped. But I think it'll work slightly. Yeah, I think it should be fine for this. Colored. I think. Where's brown? So if I remember correctly, red and yellow make orange. Red, yellow is orange right there. And orange is a brighter brown. There we go. We got brown. Just gonna move some points around. There, it's slightly better. This is so weird. I need to make this much better after this. Bed frame. Bed frame. Probably need another one for the mattress. Or polygon. Another one for the mattress. Just gonna make it a little wobbly because it's a mattress. Over here is gonna be pretty straight. And then we just make it gray. I think that's right. No, it's too. I think that's fine, I think. Now, probably should mattress. Should probably. Or is it scaling? Transform. Scale. Scale it up. And move it over there. Because I also need space at the bottom because there's gonna be a secret stage. I want to take out like around this much space. So I think that's about like a palm's worth. But the bottom of a bed is actually probably longer than a palm, so increase it again. Where is it? You can have the. Let's increase it to a 2. I think that's proper. Having it as a 2 would make it a bit better. Just super huge. But to fix this, let's transform this to a 2. Yeah, that's a good idea. No, that's too big. 2 is too big. Maybe 1.5 should do it. Yeah, I think that does it. I can make things taller after. Wrong thing. Bed frame. Move that down there. And this should. Where's my. Oh, here it is. I think this works better than how I had it before. just, yeah, this is much better. We start on the bed here, and this will be the entire stage. I should probably resize this completely to maybe 0.5. Too big. 0.1. Yeah, I think that works. This is the size of the yo-yo, and it shall be moving across this entire mattress as the stage. I need a pillow. Add a pillow there, and maybe a messed up blanket or a... What would actually make more sense, a messed up blanket or a proper blanket here? Because there's no one sleeping in it. I think a proper bed makes more sense. Yeah, I'm gonna add a proper bed. And if you want to know why, figure it out. It's a pretty dark reason. How how do I remove this? Resource? No. How am I supposed to remove everything? I have to work on that. Okay, I'll try to figure that out later. But for now, let's just focus on... For now, let's just focus. Let's just continue. We got the size of everything correct so far, so I think it's a pretty good thing. Let's add the pillow. I think is a good idea now. Pillow. We got the pillow ready. How do I make a pillow now? Like, that? Maybe like stretch it out like slightly. Just deform the thing up slightly a bit. Just gonna have to touch the bottom. Just deform it slightly. That does not make a pillow. Pillow is kind of squarish. Let's make a square to start. Okay, just make like a strong square and work our way from that. We have this square. Now, how to deform this into a pillow? For starters, this side, no, wrong thing. Starters, that should be this. Why am I adding? I don't want to add, I want to shrink. Oh, there we go. Should be thinner because this is the side of the pillow. And this should be... Just give me the... Nope. Give me... There we go. There, and that should be long. But slightly. There. This is the perfect size, I think. I say I think. But yeah, I think this is the perfect size. And here maybe just make this side longer because that's usually how a bed is, right? One side longer than the other. And you place... Just curious how this looks. Not bad. But, so you place the pillow there. Right there. That's where the pillow will be. Now deform it and make it more believable. Now in the center, I think we can just... push that out slightly to make it like a little flange. And this can be just there. And now to just grab it, transform, and rotation, I can just change that slightly. Think like that. And we have ourselves a kind of pillow. I think that works. Just gotta give it some color so that it doesn't look like something that's weird. But what color should this be? Well, let's just go with a dark gray. No, let's go with the. What color is a pillow? I'm just gonna. Let's just go with a random color. Keep it kind of dark. And I'm closing my eyes and then a random pillow roulette game. That's the pillow. Alright. Is the yo-yo too big now? No, I think the yo-yo's fine. Is it? I think it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Maybe move that there. But I still need a. This is very bugging me a lot. What does this do? Oh, just. That's it. Is there no way for me to remove anything? Can I erase something here? Could I? I hope so. I don't like it. It's the same thing. Why is there two of them though? Probably something. Canvas item. Okay, so this is for editing the thing. Texture material. Ordering. New canvas material. That did nothing. Alright, I'm just gonna, you know what, just to make this simpler for me, or keep it hidden. That just makes it better for me and just keep name this player. That is player. Yeah, that's much better. And move that to the top over there. To the top. So that's just where over there. Wall pattern is done. There. And I think we're good. Alright, the blanket. I have to make a separate polygon because this obviously it won't fit like that. This is the bed. Another polygon. I think this should be the last one, right? Please say it's the last one. I don't want to keep drawing like this for at least the bed. Blanket. What? That is not a blanket. There, blanket. Is there any blank? Yeah, there should be any. Alright, blanket. How will this look? Should a blanket be covering, like on the sides? Should a mattress even be this high? No, a mattress should not be this high, I think. So I'll have to fix that, but I think that's a decent blanket. What should be the color of the blanket? So another roulette. Let's just pick some random colors right now. All right, and and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am not doing a purple blanket. That just does not look good. Same color, no. These are horrible colors I'm picking. I probably should go brighter. Just keep it blue. I think that's the best option I got. Also, probably to need to heighten that. That is not what I was doing. Where is it? It's much easier to edit in this, I think. Grab the corner. And oh, right now, I forgot. Higher, slightly. Because the match is covered. And move that to the bottom. There. And then the blanket, gotta mess it up slightly. To make it fit better. No one of the matches on top can be seen. I think that's a decent blanket. Yeah, this is a decent bed I got right now. Bed. Stage 1 map. Almost complete. Well, as complete as it can be look right now. So while I'm here, might as well just add all of them. So 1, I need 3 more stages. No, this should. Okay, another one. That's 2 and 3, 4, and 5. And name them all the stages. Stage 5. Stage 5, and this is on the bed again. Bed. Acceptance. Yeah. This is stage 4. Stage 4 was on again? Desk and chair. Then what was the stage again for this one? I think it was depression. There we go, depression. Figured it out. Depression. Stage 3. It was desk. And that was bargaining. I'm not going to check my spelling for that one. And stage 2 was chair. And anger. I have also realized that last time I made a mistake. This rage is not number 4. It is number 2. So my idea of fire just on this stage 4 won't really make much sense. But I have fixed my idea for that. Instead of fire, just make everything withering. Like, just like a, like in Minecraft, the wither, the wither flower, I think that's what it's called, yeah. When the wither causes plants to like, when a wither attacks a mob, a certain plant spawns called the wither flower. It's just like a dark version that's just poisonous. I think that's what I'm trying to make the stage 4 look like. Like just a dark, dark, depressing, yeah, area that's just like makes things feel like there's no hope. Because that's kind of what can feel like with depression. There's no hope, but there is hope for everything, and that is what acceptance is. Where am I next? Right. I have the. Should I? No, I think let's leave off on the chair right now. I'll probably do that later. But can I try to figure out how to make the players? Where'd he go? Wait, where's the player? Wait, why'd he go? What? Nope. Player. Player. You know what? No, erase all of that, and then I can move this around higher, up. It's behind the map. Oh, right. That's why. It's behind the map. There we go. Fix the problem. That was such a rookie mistake. There we go. Should probably also add a collision. Collision. Collision shape 2D. Wait, what do I need here? No, wait. Collision object. Or collision polygon. What kind of collision am I looking for? Collision in 2D. I got collision polygon, collision shape. Let's go polygon. Okay, these both say I have collision polygon 2D only serves to provide a collision shape to a collision object 2D. Derived node. Please only use it as a child of. Okay. Alright, I know what's wrong here. Got that. Add this over there, and then add that here. Alright, this is now working again. But this one is not. So what's wrong here? Okay, shape, I forgot. I had to put a shape. A circle. Just a circle will be fine, I think. So where is it now? Where's our... Not that. Close the map for now. Where's the collision I have now? If I click F, this is where the collision shape is, right? No, the collision shape should be over there. Close the map and then... One sec, I messed up. No, I want to get back to how I had everything. There we go, that's much better. Map off, collision shape. Where is the collision shape? Cannot see. Oh wait, character body was hidden.